And now you got the bonus funding, you got the extra commercial property that you will actually pay for yourself through your own company. So yeah, trick shot.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and the wisdom of how they sold their first million.
UK is very is tough with the taxes there, but the deals are good. The deals are good in UK. The property, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Wow. We sold over 5 million doing rent to rent in London. So imagine, I'm telling you, 17 years ago, when there was no Airbnb or anything like this. Was my first business. Doing rent to rent in East London. Yeah, we have a lot of fun, and it was amazing. That was my beginnings as an entrepreneur. Since then, again, like I had a restaurant. I've been in different industries, on several businesses. So that's what I'm saying always, that business are like girlfriends. Some of them are better than others. So we had to check every time that somebody come to me, Harry, let's do this business. I say, hold on a minute, hold on. What type of business?
Yes.
Because I had to check what I'm getting involved. Because, when I was young, long time ago, 17 years ago, I said, let's have a restaurant. Yeah, go for it. Let's do this. Of course we do it. I'm the king. We know everything. Now, after so many, so much experience, every time somebody come to me, Harry, let's buy this business. I'm selling this business. Let's get involved in this business. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me have a look to see if it's worth it, because and sometimes, entrepreneurs, we like shiny objects, and we are so excited about new things because we love to be in business. We only know how to talk about business. All our friends are business people.
Exactly.
Even this podcast, we already interview 500 millionaires, all of them entrepreneurs. So I'm surrounding myself with entrepreneurs and multimillionaires that the people hang around all the time. So for me, outside this community, this environment, I have few friends, that have jobs and things like that, and they are very good friends of mine. But the way that we operate and we speak is completely different. Our reality is completely different. The reality that an employee face every day by day. So we operate in a different mindset and different things, right?
Yes.
So my friends, for example, my friend that have a job, they always saying, Harry, look, to make money, you really need to work really, really hard. That's the only choice. And I'm like, no, guys, I don't think so. I don't think that, you have to, at some point, if you're starting a business, of course, you have to work hard. But doesn't last forever.
Yeah.
If you manage to automatize and put everything autopilot, because of all my property business that I had in East London, it was running autopilot. Actually, my employees fired me. One day I arrived to the office and, and my general manager told me, Harry, what are you doing here? I said, look, I'm coming to the office. I go home. We don't need you. I'm like, what? We don't need you. We can grow this without you. I'm like, but you don't need paper in the photocopy. No, we can get our own paper in the photocopy. Travel the world, get out of here. My manager was telling me, because you have nothing to do, you come here, you're talking to us all the time, you don't let us work. So you go home. Go home and stay there. And she told me, I will come once a month to inform you what I'm doing with the company. I'm saying, well, it seems like a plan, and it really literally was like this. She was coming to talk to me once a month for 2 hours to inform me what she was doing. Look, I'm gonna expand here. We're gonna do this. We hire these people, blah blah. These are the numbers. But she's like informing me, what she's doing, and it was amazing.
That's really good. That's really good. It comes back to the first example of the first million
but
story.
The first 2 years, I had to wear out the hats. I had to wear out the hat. Like, if we had to paint the rooms, I had to paint it myself. Now in my company, I saw that the guys, they were Okay, we need to paint the room, let's call the contractor. We need to fix this, let's call the contractor. And everything was so smooth. And I was looking, I said, guess you see this business now, but when I started, it was not like this. When I was started, there was no funds. So if the rooms need to be painted, I was painting it. If a boiler breaks, I will go there to try to switch it off, to reset, to put the pressure, to whatever, to see if I can make it work.
I know what you mean.
And last resort, we call the
Been
contractor.
there,
Now the guest,
done that.
just for the low pressure, call the contractor. Look, charge it 200 pounds. Put the pressure on. It's just to move that up. But anyway, but this is the price of
Done the
freedom,
same.
Fredrick. You know, it's the price of freedom. You know,
Yes.
so the point that we're trying to make is that once you understand, that's the other thing that I get, Fredrick. Yeah. So a lot of people come, and when you said, okay, Fredrick, help me to grow the business, and you say, okay, I'm gonna help you out, and the entrepreneur come and say, but Fredrick, you don't understand, my business is different. And I'm like, man, you sure your business is different? You think that it's different, but it doesn't. So in your opinion, are business so much different one or the other one, or they have like an 80% that is common for all
It
the
is depending on the industry. It is very, very similar. The entrepreneur journey is very, very similar. The entrepreneur stages are very similar. The growth pains are the same across all industries. I've been working in a huge number of industries because of my consulting background, and also across regions. The problems and challenges are very similar. And ultimately, all companies are run by people. And people have got similar traits. We are both performing and lazy at the same time. How can you trick us? How can we trick ourselves to be performing and create high performance habits versus just being procrastinating? And we all know what we should do. We know what we should eat. We know how we should exercise. We know how we should invest and how we should not do it. We know how to not take credit. But for all the temptations in the world, we are doing the wrong life choices on a daily basis, many of them. Right now, I'm drinking water. Earlier, I was drinking Coke. I know Coke is not fantastic for me, but I still drink Coke Zero. I still drank it. Yeah, bad choice of today. Good choice today. I found 3 hours of exercise. That's on the plus
very
account.
good. Yeah,
And,
very good. I'm
so,
playing tennis as well to keep my mind
That's good.
to get fit. But Freddy, look, now let's talk about statistic books. In this podcast,
Yes.
5 steps to make your first million, the statistics is, and it shows that 1 out of 5 people that come to this, 1 out of 5 entrepreneurs that show up to this broadcast on a stop of 5 steps how to make your first million are property investors. Okay.
Yes.
And then 1 out of 5 also they are tech entrepreneurs. Okay. So what do you think? Is it actually so easy become a millionaire doing properties or doing tech? Or what is really or why we have a larger number of property investors and tech entrepreneurs showing up to this podcast yet?
Yes.
And it's because
I look forward to respond to this.
Okay, go tell us.
Yeah, so bring it.
Why?
I think to become a property millionaire is by far the fastest way to get a millionaire in debt.
Why?
Yes, you heard right. It's so easy. It's so easy to get £1 million in debt. So in reality, if you like to be a millionaire in my world, it's not having like £1 million or dollars assets under management. It's actually like the net. And all of a sudden, if you start to review your listeners, sorry, not listeners, but also people on the actual podcast, if you net out plus and minus, are they still millionaires or multimillionaires? Probably many.
No, they are. The people that show up, I can guarantee you that they are. They have a large development portfolio.
That's fine. No,
I'm telling
my
you.
My point is really, in terms of real estate, I like real estate, but it's very different. I love the aspect you can use leverage to a high extent and in a very profitable way. I like that. And in terms of buying companies, if you pick the right ones, you can buy a lot higher cash flow. And many times also when you buy a company, you actually get real estate as a bonus because the company actually owns real estate as well. And here is a trick shot. This is a bonus knowledge for those who pay attention to details. Almost all larger companies that buy companies, they don't want to have real estate. So if you are in a position to sell your company, try to split the real estate and the company into two different companies, which means ultimately you can remain and retain the commercial property and lease it to the company at a fair market rate. And that will be a much more interesting acquisition for the people who will buy it. But if you are a smart and savvy business buyer, you buy all of it because it's much easier to finance it.
Absolutely.
And then once you buy it, even on like the first day with the right solicitor, you can have like a real estate company and a company without real estate. And day one, now you have commercial property that will be paid by your business. This is your retirement long term. This is your short term, 1, 2, 5, 3, 5, 10 years, whatever. And
100%. Yeah.
Exactly. And now you got the bonus funding, you got the extra commercial property that you will actually pay for yourself through your own company. So yeah, trick shot.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.